What do you make of that, Sammy? It seems it's not the first time, is it, that you struggle to hold on to leads?
Yes, I saw the same thing, fortunately. But it's we make a game plan every game, and I think today we stick to the plan until we scored, and then somehow we start to do different things. I think our tempo went on the ball went a little bit down, and that invited more pressure on the ball when we were building up and everything, and Fulham got few situations that we just gave the ball away, and that makes playing football very difficult, and we have still things to learn when we go ahead, that you need to be mentally strong, you need to do the right things what we did before we scored, and maybe we need to wait until the last minute that we score, that the opposition don't have any time to come back, and you know, that may be one thing to think about in the next games, that to say the players that keep the ball until the 90th minute and then score. But we are very frustrated, and I guess there would be something wrong if the fans weren't frustrated about the situation, about this game, because everyone saw that until we scored, everything was okay, and we were creating chances, and that's football is all about.
Do you think there's an anxiety there just for the fact that you haven't been winning games? Do you think that plays a part?
Maybe that's one thing. Maybe that's one thing that you know, that has happened to us already more than once this season, that we give a lead away, and I'm thinking 24/7 that what kind of things we need to change, or what kind of things we need to do in training to change this situation. But I think at this moment that it's more of a mental thing than a skill thing, that we are not consistent enough over 90 minutes, that somehow or every time in the game when the opposition scores, you have the urgency, and you maybe think that I have to be quicker, or I have to run more, or I have to be more aggressive in the tackle, or something. And if you are not able to match that, then you are in trouble. That if you think that now we keep the lead and we go a little bit deeper, you just keep on going how the game plan was, and you have to be more urgent, and you have to be tough in the challenges, and you have to be a little bit quicker in every situation. And I think that's a mental thing, and it's about concentration in football as well. That you have many situations that you need to make a decision very quickly. And if you do it wrong, or if you do it right, then that affects your mind. And sometimes when you do it wrong, your concentration in next situation is better than when you do it right, and then maybe it's harder to concentrate on the next situation, that you are in the clouds, that I did something well. And we need to find a way individually and as a team how we keep the concentration for 90 minutes.
Darren Bent's debut?
I don't know. I don't know the stats. I'm not a stats man, so I don't know when he last time played 90 minutes. So I think in the end, towards the end of the game, he was a little bit tired, and he wasn't moving maybe that freely as in the first half and then beginning of the second half. But yeah, he came here to score goals, and he scored today, and I'm very happy that he scored. And it's the responsibility of the other players and us all to help him to score more goals in the next game as well.
On the injury front, what is Gordon?
Gordon has knee problems, and his knee is a bit swollen, and we should find out soon what's wrong with him, and it's been a bit of a up and down that he had it for a longer period now, and we could control it until now. Now it went a little bit worse, and we'll see when he's back in the squad. Yeah, he'll have scan tomorrow or Monday, and then we'll know more. I think it's a bit foolish to try to speculate now what's wrong with him.
What's the nature of the injury?
Something about medial side, but we'll know more when we get the scan results.
What did you make of Adrian Kalunga's late red card?
I think if you are on the yellow, maybe a bit silly to slide and kick him in the leg, but yeah, it's but the referee made a decision, and I guess that was the right decision at that time, but I wouldn't want to talk about the referees that much. That it frustrates me a lot, and I would get a lot of problems. So
I know you don't look at the table much, but you have dropped into the bottom three, which will obviously bring probably quite a bit of attention. In fact, it's a result that's dropped you in the bottom. How concerned are you about the?
Yeah, it's not a nice situation, and I'm very concerned. We need to turn it around very quickly, and you know, this league is very tough league, and but it's very tight league as well. That if we win few games, then we are out of the bottom three, and we are in the mid table. That's very tight in the middle, and yeah, it's not a nice position to be in, and I think the fans have a right to be unhappy with the situation, and what we can only do is to concentrate what we are doing, and try to make everything better. That's the only thing. We can't affect the opposition. We can't affect the referees. We can't affect the weather or anything, but we can affect what we do on a training field, and we are working hard trying to correct what is going on.
You, I mean, I think you'd probably agree that bad luck is not responsible for your position, but you had bad luck with their winning goal, really, didn't you?
No, but you sometimes score that kind of goals, sometimes you concede that kind of goals, and you know, that's part of this game, and yeah, I can't say that was the reason we lost, that we had bad luck. I think we can that I think it's a right that we analyze the game, and I think when we went ahead, what we did after that lost us a game, and not this kind of goal with unluck.
Andy alluded to it, you're in the bottom three. This is obviously a club that's been in the playoffs the last 2 years. When you find yourself in that situation, the bottom three, you need characters, don't you? And you need the right mentality to fight your way out. You know, you've got players and footballers, but are you confident you've got that mentality in that dressing room? Because you are in a relegation battle now.
If we don't have that kind of characters in the dressing room, I would like that somebody would step up and be that character, and as many will step up and be that character for us, then we'll get out of it. But if we feel too sorry for ourselves and you know, feel miserable and you know, continue doing the wrong things, or continue scoring a goal, playing well until we score, and then forget everything. Then we are not gonna get out. Or we need to work. Everyone has to put an 100% effort in it, that we do the right things and we step up mentally as well. And that's the way we need to continue that. Now the loan window is closed, and we have 6 loan players already. So we can't add any numbers before January, and we have still a few games before January. So we need to all regroup, be together, help each other, encourage each other, and hopefully we have one or two who is stepping up in this character side or mental side, and then we get out of it.
Has it been he scored today, he looked good, he was a big threat. Is that a help in that regard? You got Darren Bent, that's a lift for everyone in the dressing room. They look around and they say, blimey, we've got an England striker here.
Yeah, I think that's one thing, but that, you know, if we see that he's the big savior only, that it's a responsibility of everyone, that Darren can't save us alone, that everyone has to pick up, everyone has to toughen up, everyone has to maybe concentrate more, everyone has to care more, you know. And Darren is a good addition to us, and I know that when we were able to get him, that it was a real buzz around the training ground and everything. Darren Bent this year, and I got some messages from my friends that are good signing and everything. But we have to all take responsibility. That we can't just say, Darren is here, that he'll do it for us. That's the responsibility of us all.
What did you make of the hands behind the ears and all that caper? Do you understand why he did it?
Yeah, I partly understand, but that's part of football. That I think if you do something and why would I understand that when you are a player, you need to be a little bit conservative what you do, and taking the stick what you get from the opposition fans or something, that you can't give that kind of stick maybe back to them what they give to you. That it's I can understand that, but it's football. It's a lot of emotions involved, and I don't say that was the right thing to do, but that happens. And in that situation only I was a bit disappointed that the referee was speaking only with Dunky and Darren, and not with the Fulham players, that they attacked Darren there. So I don't know what he could have said to Darren, that don't do that, but he could have the Fulham players' reaction was also wrong. So, but that's football.
One thing I forgot to ask you about, Lewis Dunk captain.
Yeah, when Gordon was now out and Kalle was on the bench, I was thinking that Bruno would be the senior player who could be a good captain, and I spoke with Bruno to explain that why Dangi was having the armband, and Dangi has done well for this season, and I hope that this will lift him to the next level. That I think he's still a young player, but he's a very capable player, but I think there's still loads more to come from him, and that's he leads with his example more than he's the loudest in the dressing room, and I think he he has the character that he can step onto the next level.
That's why I chose him to be the captain.
It sounds like then a sort of well thought out decision. Do you think that will kind of hopefully sort of bring him out of himself a bit, make him?
I know after this game for sure that it doesn't mess his game up. So you can, you have always the risk that if you put a young player as a captain, that he thinks that he needs to do something else that what he's doing, what he has done all the season, and I was a bit worried about that, but now he proved that he can do it with the armband as well, and I think he has all what you need to step to the next level.
Sami, Darren's here for a month initially. Is the hope when January comes around to see if you can keep him permanently?
Let's play these games in December first, and then talk about that then later on, because I don't know how possible that would be. But if he's scoring goals for us every game, of course I wanted to keep him. I would want to keep him, but we'll see.
He had a couple of opportunities in the first half. Were you disappointed that you weren't ahead at half time?
Yeah, football is that kind of game that if you have chances, you hope that we are effective in front of the goal, that we score from our chances, and yeah, I think we had very good chances in the first half to score, but if you don't score, then you have to live with that. You need to carry on and yeah. I can't say that I wasn't disappointed or was disappointed after first half. That yeah, of course it's very frustrating now to sit here in front of you guys.
One last thing from me. You mentioned in your programme notes the importance of starting to score goals at home. Didn't really translate after the first goal went in. It seemed like the team did sit back a little bit. I'm presuming that wasn't on your instruction, so was there any particular reason that happened?
I think we have been talking about that now for the last 15 minutes, and yeah, we have a game plan, and I think it's about concentration. Football is about concentration. You have a task when you go to a field, and somebody's recorder stopped. You have a task when you go to the field, and for 90 minutes you need to fulfill your task. And maybe when you do your task as well, you need to help your teammate to fulfill his task or do his task. And if in the game there are times that you are not concentrated, you don't remember anymore that what was my task, yeah, then it goes wrong. So that's all about concentration, keeping the concentration. I don't know, we need to find a way to awake ourselves, or to awake each other. That maybe slap in the cheek or something. I don't know what it is, but every situation you need to be awake. You need to be aware of the situation. You need to concentrate. You have technical things, and you have things that you defend together. If somebody's going to press and you forget to go to help him, then it's an easy pass past you, and then the player can turn, and then the next one goes too late because he doesn't remember that I have to go to support. Yeah, then that adds up, and then it's very difficult to defend.